Hey guys, crankycaz here.
And thesherbster.
We're back with more Final Fantasy 16. The last episode was fucking insane. That Hugo / Lost Titan fight just went on forever. Every time I thought we were done, there was another phase. So we're going to relax a little bit more this episode, I think. Do some side quests. I don't really want them to build up too much and have like 20 side quests to do. But before we get into that, just want to say thank you to our patrons for your support. It's really appreciated. And yeah, if you're not subscribed and you're enjoying the playthrough so far, consider subscribing. But yeah, let's crack on, shall we? So
let's do that.
Cut from the cloth, visit the Draper in Northreach, and do no harm. So I mean, that's to get the like the pain relief stuff for the
procedure they do to remove the marks,
yes.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Words.
Yes. Although both those objectives are elsewhere.
They are elsewhere, but before we do that, I had a feeling that near Amber there is also a hunt, and I just wanted to double check where that hunt was.
Okay, cool. As long as it doesn't trigger something by going near Otto.
Shouldn't do, because I have to speak with him, so I think it's fine.
Well, standing there with Gav and Jill by the looks of it, so that's
she's out of bed.
And it looked like Jill had a side quest there.
No,
but
she doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's just check with Nectar where this hunt is that I think there is.
View the hunt board.
Yeah.
There's quite a few
oh God,
on here
there's
now.
more. There's bloody more. Oh, there's so many. These look like they're in.
I guess as it opens
the
up
desert,
more areas, it's going to bring up more hunts, isn't it? Oh, there's an S rank one there. Did you see that?
Is there?
The last one is an S rank.
The Breaker of Worlds.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Location.
We
don't know. Brilliant.
Hawk's Cry Clifford's area is near Amber, so.
Right. Okay.
Let's try. It's going to be a flan, isn't it? A pool of opalescent ooze.
It sounds like it, yes.
What the heck? Let's try that.
Yep. Cool.
So I can get to the world map from here, can't I?
We can, yes.
I think we'll do this cut from the cloth first. So Northreach has a new description. It actually says, the holy capital all but abandoned, Northreach is a town that has all but lost its purpose and now struggles to find a new identity.
Interesting. Of course, we haven't been here since the time skip, have we?
We haven't, and I was wondering how much places are going to change. Although it looks exactly the same.
So far, yes.
Maybe it was always like that. Maybe the description hadn't changed, and I just thought it had. Sorry, Torgal. Okay.
Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
You know there's going to be something more than just picking it up, don't you?
Probably.
Like, oh, well, I could have made it, but these
the
monsters are
wagon
giving me
delivering
grief.
it is so it got stuck over there somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be that, isn't
Might
it?
I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Here's your receipt.
Apologies, my lord.
What's
But your
wrong?
items aren't here.
Of course they're
They were
not.
due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's
Did
been
I
little traffic
fucking
on the
say?
road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
Give me a job, Square Enix. I can write your side
She
quests
is.
for you.
So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Okay. Great.
We're doing you a favour here, but I suppose it's helping us out, isn't it? So,
Come on, Ambrosia. Let's get this shit done.
Good girl.
It's been a while since we've been here anyway.
it is.
Just love the castles in the background.
Scenery is awesome. The environments are pretty awesome
Yeah.
overall. Well done, you've triggered something.
Never mind. Yeah, so I love the castles and just the world in general. One slight criticism, if I may, is that some of the city type areas have been a little bit smaller than I would have hoped for.
Right.
Like where we've just been in the desert. That city sort of area.
Yeah.
What's where Lubor was?
Yes.
What's the name of the place? I
Can't remember off the top of my head, but yes, I know what you mean. Ah, here we go.
Them birds are menace.
Oh dear.
Nothing by it, I swear.
Oh dear. What's happened here then?
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
I will. I'm
They
here.
hardly damaged us all.
Oh, is he
there
just trying to
something
get a cheap
wrong?
price for them?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only
Yes,
after that
this-
featherbrain trampled me.
Feels like potential
I
setup here,
demand
maybe?
recompense.
It feels like, you
Be it in
know,
coin or the
When
items
someone's in
you
front of you
carry.
in the car, and then
Refuse,
they
and I
basically
shall
break
report
hard
you
to
to
get
the
you to go
garrison,
into
yeah.
them.
See you
Yeah.
hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it.
And out jump all the bandits.
Killer!
Oh, killer.
It's time
Who's
to
the killer?
collect.
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this
So it's all a
little
scam
act.
then. Wonderful.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
He's gonna regret.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me
Bollocks.
that.
Good start.
Duk, 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 duk.
Thunk.
Right.
Nice.
Very nice indeed.
This one.
Not much more to say, really.
really.
Bollocks.
Oh, there you go. You deadly embrace the bugger as well. There you go. He's barely getting him moving. Is he just keeping him down like this?
Nope. Nope.
I love the fact that the other guy who's in with this dude here is saying about, I'll deal with the other guy, you deal with this handsome dude, sort of thing. But they're both just standing there doing nothing in the background. Doing all of the special moves during the stagger phase. Love it.
Yep.
That's a bit better on the damage.
This one. Nice try.
I love the fact that he swung and Torgal didn't move and it didn't hit Torgal either.
Ow.
You're finished.
There we go.
That took too long. That felt like way longer than it should have taken.
It's the same amount of time these big enemies always seem to take.
True. It
I
was a
think.
bigger enemy, I suppose.
It was,
wasn't
yes.
Yeah.
All right. You made your point.
Killer my
Killer
ass.
my ass.
Did he hurt you?
Makes me think of the royal family.
Yeah.
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
Please just give me
We
some
can
red
speak
cloth
of that once
and
you're
blue
safe in
cloth.
Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Clive, just get the damn cloth.
Yeah, but it's going to skip to Northreach by the looks of it, so you're good.
Okay. I pick the worst side quests, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Seems to be. Oh, well.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery.
Funny that.
Good.
We've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
How very kind of you.
Are you sure?
My
Clive,
mother
we
would
did
insist.
just-
It's the least we
Yeah.
can do for
Yeah.
the man who saved our shipment.
All right then.
That's that done then.
Bundle of
Wonderful.
The
cloth.
whole tent's with a cloth.
Well, not
Marvellous.
yet. Not yet. It's not, because I'm gonna now head to
There.
this one, Hawk's Cry Cliff.
Excellent. Hopefully to find our A rank hunt and also this ammonia.
Okay, so I don't actually know where the hunt is. So the ammonia is here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'll just be somewhere around here.
It'll be somewhere around here.
Let's
and
go
it
get
should,
the ammonia first.
yeah, it should pop up above the head when you go near them.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just I don't know exactly which area it's in. I'm sure we'll find it.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
A riled
Wild
raptor.
raptor. Wonderful.
Oh, they look a bit tougher.
Yeah, I think you might need to deal with them for your
Oh
side
yeah,
quest.
that is for the side quest, isn't it? Come on, get off.
Get him!
Hey, that,
do.
that helps considerably.
Try and hit something, Clive, please. Is that it?
Ah.
All good?
Apparently so.
Great. Been a little bit rusty. It's been.
This is the
been
only
a
plant
few
around
days.
here with blue
Only a
flowers.
couple of days.
I hope
but
it's
yeah.
the right one.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit rusty. So, sorry if I'm playing like crap.
Should
Don't
be enough
seem to
keep
be
the
playing
infirmary
that
stocked for a
badly.
while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Right, where do we think this
Fingers
flan is?
crossed.
That's
Don't
amber.
know. We'll get your chocobo back, I would recommend.
Let's go in search of a flan, shall we?
Let's go.
Is there a better way to find where the hunts actually are? Like, let us know, because otherwise I'm not going to be doing many of them. Oh! Oh no, that's just a...
Dragon-like thing.
yeah. Ah! Oh!
Fine with.
You're not just going to get away with that, you little... I love how it just twatted me off my chocobo and then went back to its...
Its spot.
I'm sorry, sir, you do not get to do that. No, 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 nobody gets to do that to Ambrosia. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think you've made your point by staggering in
Just a
record
bit.
time.
Come on! God damn it. Ah!
Oops. Nicely done. On the old, sort of, yeah, being up in the air and then clobbering him down the floor.
Ow, my thumb just did something really funny. Oh! Don't know what happened there. Ow, sorry. My thumb's just done something really weird.
Oh, really? Wow.
Like,
All yours, Torgal.
just felt a bit arthritic.
Too much Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah. Actually have to stop button mashing and play properly.
Yep. Nearly there, come on. Oh, now the
Have I
bees.
blooming load of the... Oh.
That's alright, well, you can deal with the killer bees. I think they're a bit easier. Well, when you do that, yeah.
It's one way.
That worked.
Right, that'll learn you. For attacking
A
Ambrosia.
little twat, yes. Come back, Ambrosia. Little fucker is dead.
Yeah, I kind of want to see how difficult an A rank hunt is, because then I know whether or not to try my luck on other hunts.
Fair enough.
Just gotta find the bugger first. So where are we? Oh, we're here. Oh, where is he? I think he's over this bit.
Do you remember what the description of him was?
Just said Hawk's Cry Cliff.
Now we're in Old Hill.
Oh.
It sort of suggests that we may need to go back up where the
up
obelisk
there.
is. Or in that, basically in that sort of area. And there's no reference of it in the menu anywhere.
That could well be.
Maybe in the journal or something.
Yeah, we can have a look, couldn't we?
Take out your frustration on these poor spiders.
Yeah, because it would certainly help if there was some reference that I could refer to while I'm out here.
It would.
That feels excessive for a spider, but okay, that's what
You've
we
got
do.
the ability, so you might as well. That also felt excessive, but never mind.
Okay, let's have a look. So journal. No, that's just
that's
quests.
all quests, isn't it? That's not very helpful.
Right, let's go back to the hideaway. Because I can't find... I'm sure it said Hawk's Cry Cliff. Be buggered if I can find it.
It's probably just needing to find the exact spot.
Right, I'm going to have a look.
You could deliver your cloth to
So
this
deliver the
lady while you're
cloth.
here. Yep.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way.
Clive.
But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Bundle of cloth.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
No, that's okay.
There's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
She's going to make a dress for herself.
Don't know.
Oh, wow, you actually get the choice. Well.
Black embroidered linen. That seems more of a Clive choice.
Not the silk, the velvet.
Depends who it's for. I mean, I can't see Clive in silk. I mean,
Maybe this is going to be a special
for Jill?
outfit for Jill later on, maybe.
Oh, well.
Maybe it's like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where your choice determines.
I'm going to go with
particular
what I
outfit.
would go for.
Go for it.
Go for the linen, though. Eh. You know what? White silk. Let's
This
do
one.
the white
Fair
silk.
I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill.
Ah.
She's quite the little seamstress.
She's going to get a cool
I know
outfit.
needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
Oh, that's so rough on kids,
An
isn't
honest
it?
to
It
goodness
is, yeah.
princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind.
Yeah, Jill's
I offered to sell her
classy.
something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
We will. We're going to get an extra little saucy cutscene with Jill in her white silk.
I was realising, like, me going, when she said, oh, she never takes it off sort of thing, might have been...
You were just taking of the boobs.
No, I wasn't. I was actually... You know what I was
Maybe
thinking of,
Hortense
though? Was
said
the fact
she'd
that
give us
basically,
our
like,
dresses.
they are always in the same outfit
They
the whole
are.
time.
Clive's been wearing this for the past 5 years.
Exactly. And I think Jill's sort of done the same sort of thing.
Yeah. Right, where is this bloody hunt? Told you guys this would happen in a previous episode. I was like, I just can't, like, keep it in my head. Right, which one is it?
That one.
Muddy Murder. Rumour is spreading throughout the southern reaches of Rosaria of a pool of opalescent ooze. that's been sighted in the moors and meadows of the region. Hawkscry Cliff, that's all it says.
We obviously just didn't go to the right spot.
Where the fuck is this? Ah, I don't know what to do. Should we try and find it? And I can just cut out all the running around? Tell you what, while we're here, we'll go to Rodrigo. So I am interested in this brand sub-story.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Like, I wonder how the brands are put on. Is it magically... like...
Only the
Is it-
usual.
Apparently, getting it taken off, some of them
yes.
die.
This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare
Why
say
is it
the
such a
patient
risky
won't feel a
procedure?
thing.
Apart from the fact it's a scalpel to the face.
That bits unless I...
You'll do fine. Talia trusts you,
Speaking of which, maybe... No, doesn't say
which means
anything.
I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin.
Oh, is
One
it like poison?
Ill-conceived incision. A single
Oh.
slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
Oh, that's awful.
Failure means death.
Did not
And
realise that.
Success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them.
Oh, that's rough.
I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Good to hear.
That's interesting. So that's brutal.
Yep.
Putting the poison in. I guess it's to stop anyone trying to remove it.
Yep. Seems so.
What have you got to
Damn
say?
the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest
Yeah.
poison known to man. Since then, bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It does make me wonder why more bearers haven't rebelled. Because they've got the magic powers. Like, why do they just put up with it? You know what I mean?
Who knows? I mean, maybe culturally they're just sort of, you know, trodden down on, so they just don't feel able to fight back.
I guess it's from birth, isn't it? So
Yeah.
maybe it's just sort of
Conditioned into them.
conditioned into
Do you
them.
have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release the Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They'll all
They
be
know
dead.
the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
I mean, they're
But what
fine.
if I've
They're,
got
they're
them all
almost definitely
killed?
fine.
You say that. There are
Before
a
they
few
go
of these
out, I always
quests where
remind
you
them
found the
why
people and
we're doing
they've
this,
snuffed it already.
what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. what risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Okay.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing
Maybe
they're
not
safe.
immediately, but I will
Thank
go
you,
find
Sid.
them at some point.
I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the dragon's eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay.
Cool. All right then.
What to do? Can I be asked to try and find this flan?
It could involve a lot of running around in the same area.
It could. I'm not sure whether to do the hunts in this playthrough or not, but like it would be a good challenge though.
Maybe later on, you know, if you get a chance to try some stuff in your own time, you could always have a look to try and find some of these hunts. But do a couple of the more challenging ones on here.
I kind of want to do as much of it as possible within the playthrough itself, though, if that makes sense. You know what? Let's have another attempt to try and find this flan. So, yeah. So it's Hawkscry Cliff,
Yeah, it's that area that we were
is
in. We
that
obviously just
area,
didn't
isn't it?
find the specific spot.
right? Okay, let's put. Where do we think it's gonna be?
Well,
I mean, there's a little bit down here, actually.
there's a little bit down there. There's lots of little sort of spots where it could be.
Let's take Ambrosia down to that bit.
Come on.
'Cause that looks. I didn't notice that bit, actually. That
Basically,
looks
like have a look around the big open spaces and look for something that looks like sort of a muddy puddle.
ooze.
An oozy puddle thing.
So was there a path down somewhere?
Yeah, I think it involves sort of going up and then sort of back on yourself.
Is it?
Back around on yourself.
Ah!
Because it's down there. Part you've got on the map.
Oh god. Move, Ambrosia.
Oh, no, that was the dragon thing. It's alright. I thought I saw like something lying on the ground. I did see something lying on the ground. It was the dragon thing that splattered you before. Yes.
Good. Is there anything down? Oh, what's that?
There's a little
There's a thing
gravestone
there.
or something there.
Yeah, what is that? You just bugger off, all of you. Oh, fuck off.
Over here!
Did the job.
Trying to work out whether Ambrosia is a help or a hindrance. Because she goes so fast, you get the motion blur, and then I can't actually see what I'm looking at. Yeah, so what is down here?
Don't know. Let's have a look.
Nothing?
Apparently nothing at the moment.
No. How is that nothing?
At the moment. It might be something you need to come back for later on. I don't know.
If I was an ooze, where would I be? I feel like here. No?
You might just need to find the sort of the right spot and then
The
it will
exact
appear.
spot, and then it's go. No, surely not.
It might be one of these ones that's hidden, you know. And they did say like it might just look like a bit of a puddle from afar, but when you know, it'll probably rise up from there. And when he went down there before, that's when he came along and said you're in Aldale.
Yeah, I guess it could be over in this bit.
It could be, yeah. Or indeed that bit to the left. That
This
bit
bit?
there, yeah. All of these little spots.
I feel like we looked over here though, didn't we? There's all the chocobos.
Mm-hmm.
There's the obelisk. Where the fuck
So
is this
go
flan?
left up here, maybe, and see in this sort of little area. There's killer bees around.
Where is this flan?
They're gonna aggro the bluebird.
I'm trying not to, but could it be the other side of Amber? But then that then takes you to a different area, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Where is it? Serpent scale? What's that? I mean, is that something? No. That is nothing. It's just... Oh, will you
Right.
piss off? These now are gonna want to fight me. I don't want to fight you.
And now we're in Uldil.
So where the fuck is... Hang on. Oh, that's a rock. You know what, guys? I don't fucking know where this flan is. I don't know if I've got the patience to try and find it. Where is it? Where haven't we been? I don't know. Guys, tell me...
I feel like we've been around most of this now.
Tell me where this frickin' flan is, because I don't know. Let's just go back and talk to Watto.
What became of Kupka?
I mean, I get why they don't put a quest marker, but also... Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hello, everybody.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was
Maybe.
It's a long story.
it? One for the history books, I'll bet.
You could say, I mean...
Clive.
Aww.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your
Yay!
next little adventure.
I don't want
You're not
to.
leaving
Come
me
with
behind
us.
again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
No.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Obviously.
I will.
Right.
Can I speak with Jill?
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
You don't need to be worried, but it's nice that you are.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker...
I always feel like she's kind of hitting on us.
I know what you mean.
More important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs.
I don't feel like Kupka was hatching
I've never
anything.
seen such creatures in Storm before.
It was harboured
The
and...
must have ferried them over from Ash, but why?
Yeah,
Why work to
why?
rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
I'm so glad we have Vivian to explain the story to us, because, yeah, I'm a bit lost
The kingdom
with
of Waloed claims
what
dominion
could be happening.
over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin.
See, is Barnabas just working for Ultima?
In 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Where
That was the one we
Sir
saw,
Welah's
wasn't
armies
it?
fought, Odin was found where the fighting
Against
was
Bahamut.
fiercest.
Eleanor's door.
But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed.
Because they don't want the
It
Mother
can hardly
Crystal
be
to
for
be...
lack of men. Tharm's
Well-
armies rival any in the Twins.
Harbord wanted
We have not
Kupka
seen the
to
last
do
of
something
the
with the
Waloed
Mother Crystal
standard.
himself.
Odin will ride again. It is
And
but a
didn't
question
Barnabas
of when.
say, when we had that cutscene
And
with
on that
Barnabas
day,
and
Who will be
Harbord,
trampled
didn't he say,
underfoot?
oh, the Mother Crystal being destroyed, look how beautiful it is, or something?
He did. I don't know if that was
In
necessarily the
summary,
most
I know not
important
to what
part
end
of
the
that,
royalists
but
betrayed
No.
Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Yeah.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
That worries me.
Well, not quite all in your case.
Yep, because we're going to have something else to
The
do.
hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead.
And yet,
The
why do I
wounds he left
feel
that
kind
night
of
are
sad
still
about
raw.
that?
Especially for those who lived with Cid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the
obviously,
price
like,
of today's instruction.
I've
Kupka
never
did a
known you to
lot
be
of bad
sentimental.
things.
Yep, he did.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I mean,
I suppose
Kupka was
we
just
are.
a big softie, wasn't he, for Benedicta? That's
Very
what...
well. I'll go and spread the word.
Who was toying with him the whole time, I think.
Yep, I think so. And actually, like, as I just started my own playthrough of this yesterday.
Yeah.
So got to see the very early scenes of this where you've got Barnabas, Kupka, Benedicta, Harbord all in the same room, you know, when they're having that disagreement about people saying, well, your dominant's not yet taken the field and all that sort of thing. And then there was the little scene which I remember us both being like, oh, hello, when Benedicta jumped into Kupka's arms and he was like, oh, you know, frost won't get me, but I'll need warming up when I get home, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there was something about her look then, which obviously I've now seen for the next time.
Yeah.
Because she sort of looked like, but like there was something else she was thinking.
She wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, she wasn't all in with him, whereas he was all in for her. Hey ho, anyway.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, I'll listen to that.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Cid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
They've really got it down with the facial animations in this. Like, Clive's eyes just feel like you can really feel what he's feeling.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders.
That must be a
then.
relief, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
I'm starting to get
not
a
looking
crick in
over
the
our
neck.
shoulders for him.
Don't
There's
let it go to
other
your head,
potential threats out there. And also, like, remembering, like, once that epic fight with Titan had come to a close, and, like, you saw the state of what was left of Kupka at the end of that. I mean, it was half his body, and it was completely, like, sort of, you know, like it turned to, and like it turned to stone in some cases, you know, a bit
Well,
like
that's
sort
like
of
the
like,
Akashic, when
But
they
yeah.
turn Akashic.
and obviously it had eaten that blooming a bit of the Mother Crystal, hadn't it? Which obviously had just completely, well, yeah, you saw the end result.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my.
it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Your parents died because of him, right?
Children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Oh, go on then.
Aww.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell,
Yeah.
Ultima came to me.
Did what
I
is
need to
Ultima
know
going
what
to
he
try
is.
to do to Clive?
Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our
They're not from
collection
the
and
future,
found
are
nothing.
they?
Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
So they're either from the future or a different world, universe?
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
No, Sid has.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not.
We need to talk to
Until I
Mid.
do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if Barnabas and Harbard are... I don't know how you say it. Is it Harbard?
Harbard. That's how I'm pronouncing it.
Harbard.
Harbard.
Whether they're sort of Ultima's pawns at this point. But
Maybe.
Harbard certainly... Well, actually, they both seem to be using their own free will. They don't seem to be controlled by Ultima.
I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Maybe they're willingly following him?
Maybe. Guess we don't know at this
Them.
point, do we? Well, exactly.
Since Ultima seems to say we. Which is another kind of creepy thing about the way, like the way they talk.
Yeah, indeed. But there's also the thing with Harbard, because it's that last section seemed to suggest that he was potentially the other hooded figure. And it seemed like the reason that Clive could transform into Ifrit, effectively Prime, was actually not because Clive was able to do it himself,
But
like
because
other
Harbard
dominants
was
can.
allowing it.
Harbard
or
allowed it, exactly.
Granting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of question marks.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just delivering good news.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid
We're
with you.
gonna visit.
She's been
where
going
they...
at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers. Trying to do a
Oh,
father
so
proud.
they have got some sort of memorial
I
at
can't
the old
remember the last
hideaway.
time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Yes, because then we can talk to her and maybe... Because I'm trying to remember. Sid said, I know what that is, but was Clive out of it at that point? Like, was he a little... Like, was he being controlled? Then Jill would remember, you would think. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like something needs to come to light. Like, they need to realise that, oh, wait, hang on. Sid knew who... knew what that was.
Yeah.
And that's presumably because he had some connection with Barnabas at one point. Right, let's go visit Mitt. Because we haven't been here since she got it built.
Mid is the Riku of Final Fantasy 16.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
All right.
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
It's your father.
Thermal...
something or other.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Is that for a ship?
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood.
Are we
going to
get to
all the hells
use
put
this?
Together, which is where the stack comes in.
Sounds like it might be.
I may have already talked
the
some
conclusion of
tight-lipped
this.
shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard.
We're going to fetch things for you, aren't
See
we?
my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
We're going to have to help her, aren't we?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Clive knows, and he's like...
I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching.
You need to delegate, Clive. You're not a very good manager of the hideaway.
There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
I'm wishing I hadn't done side quests at the start of this
and the
episode
shielding
now.
around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Good, that's what you want.
A full suit of armour, then. Probably best
Where
to
do I
take it
need
one
to
piece at a
go?
time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
You're my delivery boy. Run around to someone else in the hideaway and give them this.
Yep.
Okay,
And then have another 2-minute conversation.
You knew that after like that huge bit of story, though, it was going to have a little bit of a break, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really complain because like the main story is just so fucking nuts that anything after the main story segments is gonna feel a little bit more tedious.
This is just filler while we're waiting for reports from Byron, remember?
I think, to be honest, if we weren't recording it as well, I wouldn't care. I would just do everything and be quite happy with that.
Yep.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favour?
Hell with it.
All right.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is
Even
it
he
this
can't be
time?
fucked.
She said you would know. Here.
Hand over the thermal plating designs.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
I thought he was going to send us for materials. I'm like, please don't make this like a multi-tiered quest.
Well, thankfully, he's not told you to actually go and get them and made you do it in game
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of getting the people.
Mid's roped us
He's
all
just
in
asked
there
for.
again, ain't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
Why is she so reluctant?
And,
is it just because she's busy?
What
Yeah,
is
I think
it
so.
we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Vargr. Stardust, they call it.
Gav and
As for the
Otto
rest
have got
of the
that
stuff,
covered.
my
They
usual
can do
supply
that.
should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
It's a side quest within a main quest.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in the fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Sorry,
Don't
Otto, I'm
listen to him.
obviously taking
He'll
Gav.
be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which
Suppose
one
I
of
am.
these two lucky souls is going with you?
That's cool that I get to pick.
Who are you taking? You taking Gav,
Obviously
are you?
Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All
Just
right,
for the banter.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Vargr. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Vargr, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
I just had an awful thought.
What's that?
Like, Gav and Otto are similar characters in that they could be dispensed with at some point in the story. Like, depending on which one you pick, does the other one die? Or, or... Probably not. It's probably just a simple fetch quest, but I don't know why. This game makes me worry.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess we're going to the Velcroy then.
Yep.
How does one get there?
Well,
down here.
There you go.
Local map.
There you go.
So do we have... No. Is
Alright.
the answer to that? We'll go here then, I guess.
Yep.
Is that the nearest one?
That's the one, yep.
There's another side quest. But no. I'm gonna stay focused. At some point, I'm just gonna get overrun with
Looks
side
like I found
quests.
the river. Now where's Gav?
Yeah, where is Gav? Oh, he's there. Yeah, yep, Gav.
Was easy enough.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
All right, then.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Minigame time.
Oh no. This music's reminding me of Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, I was
Agrabah.
thinking the same thing, you know.
Oh, right, let's bag that. That water is
This
really
is
good
Stardust.
water.
Yeah.
It just looks like black sand to me.
Have you seen what Torgal's doing?
He's so
Well,
cute.
boy.
I may have to get a Torgal plushie. Right, where's the rest?
Whatever there.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Like the little red indicator thing that you
Yes,
should be used to
yes,
by now.
Yes, yes. I didn't see it. There's another one though, isn't there?
That's 5, so you got another 3 to find. There you go, there's 2 of them.
Right, then where's the last one? Nope, can't use my toggle sensors.
Pretty close to the river. They did say it was near the
Yeah.
river. There it is. So don't glitch it, please.
Come on. Oh, fucking hell.
There we go.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Gav's gonna be in trouble. I just know it.
Collectible.
Oh. Bloody hell, Gav.
Found a good spot of it by the looks of it.
We've collected like 5 little bits.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
About
Is this where Gav
what?
confesses his love for me? Be about Sid, won't it?
Probably.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
Oh.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
He just wanted to spend
was a
some
lot to
time
work
with
out.
us.
Aww.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I
Is
know
this
I
you
can
asking for
count on you,
vacation?
Gav.
Annual leave.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to.
Aww.
Thanks to you.
We're gonna have a little hug at
No.
the end? No.
I guess we'd have had a little scene with Otto instead, if that had been
Which
Otto.
would have been interesting, but I wanted to take Gav. So.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he
Yeah, I wonder what
slings his
Otto would
hammer
have
at
said.
someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
I reckon more people chose Gav there, so I'd be interested to see what Otto says actually.
Ready to go home, boy?
I don't feel like I really know Otto that well.
We've not really talked with him anywhere near as much, have we?
No.
Right.
Right, do we want to explore anything around here? It's so massive, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll be here a while with this one, probably.
Yeah, let's go straight back to the hideaway.
Find out what else you've got to do for mid.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Won't be. Although we have got to speak to a couple of other people as well after Blackthorn, haven't we?
Possibly.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
He wants a little mandate, doesn't he?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Cool.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Okay.
I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
There we go. 500 experience points for just doing that.
Gill bug. Contrary to popular belief, this small insect does not get its name from its appearance.
Yeah,
it's
you've had
highly
some of those
sought
before.
after by physicists for use in brewing medicines. Okay.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Blackthorn's back to work straight away.
Oh, I have to go back to mid?
Yep, not that way.
Not that way, yep. Okay, I guess they really wanted to give us a bit of a break after the whole Lost Titan thing. To be fair, that was a pretty epic section.
It was.
And it makes sense to have some downtime.
It also just adds in a bit of stuff while they're saying, well, we need to wait for this to happen.
Yeah.
So let's give you something a little different to do.
Yeah.
I think mid might need some help.
Okie dokie.
All right, mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorns started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm,
Something
of course.
easy.
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size
Oh.
pieces for what we need.
How very convenient.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name?
What's the
NPC over there.
name? Right.
Hello. Mid introduced you as what's her name. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force.
Do we get to use
Excess
it?
heat is
Do we
dealt
actually
with
get
by
to...
means of the thermal displacement stack.
I want to say drive. How do you
disperses it
steer?
into the surrounding air.
Do we get to use it on the world map or in any way?
Probably not in the way
If
you
not,
want to.
I don't
To
really
achieve this
care.
effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating.
That's a
In
lot
other
of big words.
The reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy.
Okay,
Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are
They
able
love
to
the
make
heat.
today.
Got it.
And
Okay.
not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
That would be bad.
The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
What are we fighting?
going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you.
Are you going to tell us in advance or not?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid.
Nope.
I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay, then.
Okay, at least we get a fight, I suppose.
Yeah, well, that whole first part of the quest didn't involve any fighting at all, did it?
Nope.
Ugh, right. Lost Wing, then.
Oh, let's do the local map. That's which? Oh, it's...
Oh, it's down there.
Down here. Okay. There's a quest here, too.
Quests everywhere.
There's quests everywhere. Making me a bit anxious how many fucking quests there are. I want to tick them off, and yet... I want to keep our episodes to, like, a reasonable length of time.
You're going to need to go up some steps.
Am I?
Yes.
Over this way, isn't it?
Really up these steps.
It's up and round, I think.
Yeah.
We've done it before.
Behind you.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm trying to
No,
remember
I
on the
think
map.
it's round this.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
No, it's not.
Fucking completely the wrong way. Although, no, I might as well. Yeah, never mind. I could hear you sighing like, oh, she's gonna fucking do the side quest. Right, so where am I?
Something else. Oh, shiny thing! And it runs off to do something else.
Oh, hang on, I was following the green one. It's the red one I want, isn't it?
Yep.
Whoops. That'll be why. So is it out this gate?
Yes.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Music change.
Let's go.
I'm so pleased to have Ambrosia back. So if I hadn't done that side quest with the plus to get Ambrosia, would I have had to have been running
Yeah.
for all of this?
Probably.
I'm very glad I did the quest. Sorry.
I think you can
through.
get by with running away from those since they're still level 13.
I thought Jill said she was going to come with me. She obviously decided she couldn't be asked.
On the next big thing, probably.
Oh, is that what she said? Lazy bitch.
There you go.
Yeah. Just getting
Safe.
away from all the other enemies. Right, come on then. Oh, it's your favourite flute.
Yep. Flat flute.
There you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Leave this to me, and then it turns out it's like something that towers
Something
over.
fucking huge.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that wasn't
Slay
quite what we
the
had in mind.
creature.
What is the creature?
Anybody home?
Oh.
Oh, it's an Ahriman.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
There's the fact it's called the unwanted visitor as well. Ooh, wonderful. Well done, interrupt.
No, no! Missed it. Nope. Bugger off. Stop trying to follow me! Oh. Ah! No!
Yeah, that'll do the job. Yes! It's done. Get on that floor.
Oh no. Ah! Fuck.
There we go. I love that move. I don't know why. Sitting there, very like.
Yeah. Nope. My thumb is struggling again. Die!
It would be so satisfying if he'd actually finished it by doing that.
Bloody hell, I'm glad I'm not playing, not fighting Titan today. My thumb is definitely feeling a bit, oh, right.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
She seems a little nervous around our Clyde.
I'll let you know you're on your way.
What, you think she's, into him?
Just a bit nervous and...
Oh, could be,
What?
like, because he's like an authority figure.
Yeah, well, he's the boss, isn't he? Hey, level 32.
The Eye of the Warrior? Nah.
How convenient that there was a piece of fallen material that was exactly the size they needed and the shape and all that sort of thing. Right.
Okay.
Back to the hideaway again.
I guess so. I'm just seeing all these green exclamation marks. They're stressing me out a little bit. They're just going to keep coming as well, aren't they?
Probably. Not that way.
Not that way. It's this way, isn't it? For God's sake. How many times do we come here?
Question, where's Jill at the moment? She sat down at the table or something like that?
She ends up standing over, like, looking out at the sea.
Oh, right.
She has a spot that she goes to.
Oh. I've seen her in that spot before, I just didn't know if that would be the same now.
Yeah, I noticed her standing there at some point.
Okay.
I think Mid might need some help.
So the last part.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
What's her name?
She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Yep.
Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
If that's all I have to do, that's not so bad.
Yeah, well, you know what's going to involve?
He's then
Talking
going to
to
be
him and
like,
saying,
oh,
"Oh, go
I
and
think
get
it's
this."
this. Go and get this thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing a fair bit of editing in this episode, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, can I get more stuff?
Looks like you might be able to.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so
Soon?
Yeah, you have
Safe
renown.
passage. Direwolf Jess.
Here you are.
Whatever that is.
Best of
I
luck
don't
out
know
there,
what
Sid.
that is. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Gear.
Oh, sorry. Did you say gear?
Yeah.
Sorry.
There it is
Direwolf
at the top.
Jess. Oh, increases combo damage by 5%.
Okay.
That might be worth doing. Am I comboing though? I don't know. Oh, but that's increasing the potency of potions by 40%. That's quite handy, isn't it? I haven't seen anything that makes me want to change my accessories yet, to be honest.
What's the last of the accessories you've got on? Yeah, you could
hang
change
on,
that
I've got a +1.
to a +1 to get even more.
Yes. And I might
potency.
change this Scarlet Cyclone one and just put in that combo damage one.
Fair
See
enough.
if it makes any difference. See, it depends whether it considers what I'm doing as combos, because I've seen combo come up sometimes.
I think when you are chaining like your normal attacks together and things like that, it is a combo. I guess there are going to be higher ranked combos depending on what you're doing.
Yeah. Right, see what Tomes has got to say.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a
Oh,
look at
fuck
this?
that bitch. She's...
Yeah, not bothered.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials.
So combining them in some way?
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of...
Pitch. Are we going to go get more pitch?
I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
Okay.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom
Oh,
they
thank
might
God.
have to offer.
I don't have to.
If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss
More
the
fetch
specifics
questing.
of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
If this doesn't yield a fucking amazing cutscene with Mid at Sid's grave, I will be disappointed. We're going to have to choose. We reject Jill.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do.
Yeah, I do.
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
We have to pick Jill.
Can assist
Yeah, of
me
course.
in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Kind of want to reject Jill
Well,
just to see how she takes it.
Thank you.
No, I'm not going to,
I'm
but I
sure
kind of want
either
to.
of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
I mean, did everybody else just choose Gav and Jill because that feels like...
Shielding the guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
We could have done. Sorry, Tyre.
So, Clive,
Didn't mean to rudely
have
cut
you
you
made
off
your
there.
decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Well, we know who the answer's going to be there.
Jill. Always Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
A list. Bloody hell.
Chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts.
Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible.
Edible.
I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so?
Don't we need to go to Northreach to do a
I've
side
been meaning
quest?
to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
Might be able to knock off another side quest.
Maybe.
You two enjoy yourselves.
Oh, we will.
You too, Dahlia.
On your own.
With Hippocrates.
Oh. True. No.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It's becoming a bit of a thing now, isn't it?
Yep.
That I will press the wrong button. I'm sure it swaps them around.
Nope.
It totally does. It depends what you're in. I'm
That's
pretty
Lost
sure.
Wing.
Pretty sure it
There we
swaps
go.
them around.
Oh, yes, that's it. You can search the Dragon's Eyrie for Cole's party. That was it.
That seems like it's worth doing. Should we go from here?
You want?
Yeah, let's do that since it's en route. Because I don't think we're getting much in the way of main story today, are we?
Not without staying up considerably
Super late.
later than planned.
Yeah. That's fine. Not every episode's going to be a banger, and that's okay. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Oh, there's people to your left.
But there's also things chasing me. Alright, fine. Jill, where are you?
She's meeting you there, remember?
Oh. Okay. Jill!
Get me back on my feet, or tear those...
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if
Oh,
you don't
it's
mind me
him,
asking,
okay.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
What's happened to the Dame?
No. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
Yeah, they're really resistant to being helped, aren't
Now,
they?
where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Let's get this shit done first, shall we? I mean, it's not exactly far away, is
It's
it?
really not.
It's just over there, mate.
Oh, it's just a goblin.
There's a big boy as well.
Try to get into the carriage.
Over here!
Oh god, missed them all. Ah!
You might want to deal with the other guys who are lobbing things at you.
Oh god, yeah, maybe.
I suppose that helps.
Yeah. Ah.
This one.
And we start again. Oh.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna get out of the way of that.
Well, he's going to come towards you, so...
Torgal can get yeeted, I'm not.
Apparently,
fuck.
like, you can get hitted Hitted? Bloody hell. He said yeeted and I'm hitted. Forgotten how to speak. Torgor was getting hit and just nothing was happening. Oh, whereas every time you get hit...
We can win!
I might change this wicked wheel out.
Yeah, you sort of not really got on with it
Well,
very much, have you?
yeah, half the time I end up like flailing in midair and not really getting anywhere. Maybe I want Rook's Gambit.
Fair enough.
God, I've got no abilities.
No. Oh well, better luck next time.
Ah! Thank you, Torgor.
That works, yep. There we go.
Okay.
You have lots of AP.
I do.
Who are you?
Clive.
Mm-hmm.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Cid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll
Their
do with you
will's
is take
just
you to
been
safety.
completely broken, hasn't it?
Yeah.
After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Cid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Well,
That was just making me think of like what Ultima said to Clive about like obviously he's broken, like he needs to break his will but also his consciousness, or the things connecting him that gives it like I guess everything that would give him a reason to fight.
yeah.
I'm just wondering what Ultima's gonna do, who he's gonna kill to oh, I don't know. Anyway. Make for the markets? That's all the way over there. How do we get over there quicker?
There's an obelisk.
Yes.
Yeah, so Dragon's Air is where you are. That's
yeah.
where you want to go.
Now, where's Jill?
Right. Where is Jill? Then are we going to get a nice little scene with her like we did with Gav?
I hope so.
All anyone ever wants.
Fresh cuts.
There she is.
Those pepio nuts? You can never tell.
How goes
It's
that
like
for
bread to
ingredients?
me.
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
You mean we're not going to do it together?
Nope.
Fine.
Apparently not.
What can I interest you in today?
Garlic. Both said that at the same
I
time.
hope it's your
You
liking.
can tell we've been married for too long,
Yeah.
can't you?
Always welcome here in Lostwing.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford...
Buy, sell, or be gone. If that's what you want.
Alright.
Good riddance.
That's everything.
I've just
Let's see
bought
how Jill's
something
getting
from
on.
you. Arsehole.
Yeah.
Coach is nice and chilled.
Ah, there she is.
Let's be off.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Stuff.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
But before that, hopefully.
Yeah.
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
And of course, they've got a nice lake, haven't they? Lovely.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him.
No.
Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Yeah, he's a bit big
Was there
now.
anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
Aww.
And I saw some bread.
Are we having a picnic?
I think we might be.
Torgal's looking at this
Big white
basket of
cobs
bread.
like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
Aww.
It's like, is she his little sister type vibe, or is she going to be
Clive.
more?
Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No.
Why are you asking that?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can
Yours
live on our own
together?
terms.
Or are you talking about everyone?
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Oh my god, these two. You know when, like, Cloud in FF7 is just so completely, like, doesn't get it?
Yeah.
They're both like that. Like, they're both,
They're both
a bit
so-
too scared. I
yeah.
mean, Jill did try and make a move, though, but it was just really bad
I
timing.
suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Like, come on, you guys nearly kissed. Just fucking get the deal done. You had a perfect lake view, picnic. Ah.
And Torgal watching on, you know. all
Right,
good.
now, do I press the touchpad or options? Oh, that's one
good.
way of doing it.
Yep,
Yeah.
that works. There you go.
Okay.
Back to the hideaway. Let's get this shit done,
Let's get
shall we?
this shit done.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Not that way. Follow the red.
Well, there's a report to Doris.
Oh, I suppose you could do that, yes.
So
If
I
you
want to do that.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
I might as well.
I just wondered if you're getting confused about which one to follow again. But that's cool. Let's get that one ticked off.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little
Okay, so the
longer,
Dame is
I
fine,
might
and
have
she
been
sent
able
this.
to deal with
Okay.
things
Yeah.
myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and
You're
the
too
others
hard
got
on
home
yourself.
safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us.
What is it Sid
We
said
risk them because
to
we believe in
Jill
our
and
cause.
Clive?
No one
Something
without
about
sin
it
joins our ranks.
being an opportunity
The
for
agony of
growth?
removing the brand more
Yeah.
than
When you
sees to
don't
them.
plan everything out?
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
It makes sense now that they've said the brands had poison in it. Like, you can see, like, on her scar especially, like, just looking nasty.
Yep. It explains why it's so hard to get rid of them.
And that's why it hasn't healed very well as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Right.
now we'll
Tomes.
speak to Tomes again. I think this episode is probably just going to be...
One of those.
I mean, we have probably got, like, we've got another half an hour we could probably do, worst case, but that'll take us to midnight here. So, yeah, we'll see how we go.
Let's see how we go.
I would definitely like to get to Sid's grave with Mid, if that's the end goal of all of this.
Yes, that would be good.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Is that the crystalline dominion
You
crystal
can
he's
count
got?
on me. I've mixed more than
In
a
that
few
book.
mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Cool.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, is she going to come along and say,
Clive?
thanks for having
Thank
me with
you.
you.
It was nice just being with you.
Aww.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding
Bless
and
you,
the moon dew
Tomes.
are ready,
There wasn't
it will
really
merely
much
be a matter
action,
of
was there?
applying the one to
But
the other.
I think the implication is he did a bit
Followed
more
by
than
a
just
Did a bit
read
more
his
than
books
just
for a
sit there,
change.
yeah.
Interesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
What was it we needed to warn her about?
It's alright. Clive's got it. It's around, like, process of testing, retesting, as well
Okay.
as...
As long as I
everything
don't
else.
have to know what option to pick, we're good, because I totally didn't
I think
listen
we're
to
good.
that.
Well,
Come on, then.
I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
And then I reckon we're about to get a report from Byron saying, oh, this is what Waloed are up to.
True.
You've missed the door. Don't go that way. Behind yourself. That way. You'll get there eventually.
I won't.
Sure.
I'll spend the entire game doing that. So if that's your thing, then hit subscribe. Right, where am I going around here?
Yep. Visiting
It's been
Mid
a
in her
really,
little workshop.
really successful episode, hasn't it? Couldn't find the hunt. Can't navigate the hideaway, even though we've been here for hours now. It's going well.
It's all good.
Mid might need some help.
Yeah, I know, Joss. You've told me about 5 times. It's fine. This is fine.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Yes,
then.
we are.
Let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Where's that?
That's Blackthorn.
Oh, okay.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Sounds a bit of an oxymoron, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Are we going to see it on the end of the deck? We're going to see it there?
Let's find out.
Are we going to get to use it in some way? I really hope so. They've been building this up a lot. I'm going to be really disappointed if it's
Sometime later.
I'm going to be so disappointed if there isn't some real stuff that comes from it. I'm trying to find the words, but do you know what I mean? Like,
I think that might be the thing.
that's the yeah, whatever, the helm.
It's
The
finished!
second-
It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
We're supposed to be impressed.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
3 more?
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Oh,
Fuck that on out.
That's just the displacement stack,
Don't
of
worry.
course.
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
That's alright then.
Oh, thank God.
Good luck to them, I say.
So we're not getting the ship
Right, I'm
yet.
off to get
Nope.
a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Good old Blackthorn.
Okay. Is that... That's what we've been building
Yep.
for the past
That is a mithril engine.
hour. Okay, good.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
Okay, makes sense.
Nice.
I'm working on that.
Is there another continent,
And I'll do
though? So we've
everything
got
I can
Storm
to
and
get you what
Ash.
you want.
Nectar's mentioned
you
another
always?
continent.
All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her
That
under your
feels too
command.
easy, though, if we just sail
Follow
off
our
to another
plans. I'm trusting
continent
in
after we've
yours.
fucked these
Are you
two.
sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a
Another
mo.
thing.
Right.
Bloody hell.
I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Right.
Wonderful.
Oh wait. Yeah.
There you go.
Standard.
She was building a ship.
Really?
That's part of the ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's
Yeah,
grave.
why?
No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite.
Is it just because she
said
doesn't
there
want
was
to
one
face
final
the
thing
fact
she had
he's
to take
gone?
care of.
Maybe.
I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
She's not coming, is she?
Were you born yesterday or something? There is no
Yeah.
thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Oh, maybe it'll become clear if there is a reason why she's avoiding it.
I mean, my only thought is just that it's because she doesn't want to face it. Oh, she's gone already.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars
bit
going
weird,
like
isn't
the
it?
clappers.
Yeah.
Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you.
What do
as
you
it
want?
happens. Got a letter for you.
A letter?
Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your
Ah.
uncle's men said I was to
Report
hand it
from
to
Byron.
you in person, post bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
So Mid has made us do all that fucking work.
Thanks, Uncle.
We're not gonna go and see Sid's grave. What?
Not right now, anyway.
No. My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Talaman's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorised use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving Uncle Byron.
Trouble
Who
in
wants
Canva.
Gav?
Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Are we going to head there then? Where is Canva? I guess.
So what?
Byron,
Mid
it must
got
be
us
near
to
the
do all
desert
the
somewhere.
dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
Byron was on his way there, wasn't he?
Seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
You'll be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me.
I know, though.
Sid and the others my
You
regards.
still don't trust him, do you?
Distrustful of Otto.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
I'm not sure.
We can't go anywhere else.
The dust long settled, little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home.
It's like we're committed.
We are. It's not just going to be a small cutscene, is it? Some shit's going to go down.
Given the fact you can't do anything else, it does seem that way.
Oh, wow.
well, Cid. I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Ah, he brought Goots along. And Karen.
Who looks thrilled to be here.
As always.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
Isn't
We're going to
there one in Waloed as well?
There is one in Waloed as well, but...
It's the
On this
capital of the
continent,
Empire
yes.
these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
Oh, and Dion's gone back there, hasn't he?
Not that that'll stop
To
you.
challenge the Emperor.
But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
I don't want to. He's going to die if we do that.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
Great
you
idea,
wanted
Karen.
to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
Oh no. We can't take him, he's going to die.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan. Stop that! You break me bones, you great galoot.
Well, he's probably been stuck at the hideaway for ages,
There's
so
a caravan that runs
he's
back and
excited.
forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
We're fucked.
Glad to have you with us, Goot.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Oh no.
Fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Please be careful, Gav. Oh, I'm worried for Byron and Cid in Canva. Trouble's brewing. I'm
Cid?
worried
You mean Gav?
Yes.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
I'm worried about everyone.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's safe in this game, the way it's going.
But yeah, because obviously Annabella's done her thing, and because I was thinking, why didn't Annabella... I thought at one point Annabella had offed the Emperor, and I was like, oh, why hasn't she done it yet? Dion would obviously be the next in line.
Yes.
So she needed to get Dion out of the way first and get her son next in line, which...
Indeed.
Oh, there's a plus quest there.
There is, and at least you can go back to the hideaway. You can't go anywhere else apart from
That's interesting. Letney's Cleft.
Yes.
Well, before we do that, I don't really want to travel there to head to the Crystalline Dominion. We'll go back to the hideaway. And we will check what this plus quest is, but I think we're going to have to call it a night. Probably. So where's this quest? Let's just have a look and see what it is. Oh, it's
not that, it's your reading table.
Let's go back to our... Let's retire to our chambers. We'll pick up this quest and then probably call it a night.
He cracked the crystal too.
Oh, it's actually in here? Oh no, it's on the other side.
Is it?
Yeah, it's out of there. It's just... Yep, over there. Is it in Mid's dungeon?
It's in Mid's dungeon. Weird science. You know what? Fuck that, Mid.
Is Mid even here?
Oh, no.
Maybe it's with whatever her name was. What's her name? That's it.
There's something at the reading table, though, so let's just see what this is. Oh, about Blackthorn.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's
okay. No,
yeah.
heed August's request. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately.
Oh, right.
So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather what was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing the pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Okie dokie.
Sure.
Not right now,
Hopefully
though.
it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Since that's got the plus on it. The other two didn't. Let's just check what they were. A bad feeling. Clive, you can do the reading for this one.
Yeah, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll.
With the hound of yours? Oh no.
Torgal. Yeah.
Oh, we have to answer that.
Could be wrong with Torgal. He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Oh no.
A bone to pick.
And then finally, I'll pick the quests up. I'm not going to do any now.
Off the record.
I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that, I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Trouble with the ledgers.
Cryptic.
Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Ah, is this when you get the first signs of Otto being a bit shady?
Is he fucking shady? Have I called it?
It's probably something really minor at the end of the day.
And was there something else?
No, it's good way. You've got the Desert Alliance letter.
Alliance.
The pen is mightier.
Sid II, I trust you'll forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I'm confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it's worth, you have now earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Rosina.
Well, there you go.
Okay, I'm tired. We've done a lot of side quests. I don't know where that plus is. Oh, it's near Mid's place.
Yeah, Mid's dungeon.
We'll get that another day. Thank you for joining us, guys. If you've made it through that side quest heavy episode, I think we'll have more juice in the next episode. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button so you're notified of when we upload our next video. And if you feel like supporting us on Patreon, that is an option too. Till next time, guys. Bye.
See ya.